But as a father, right, I have an 11-year-old. I've always been really impressed with you and your sister and your brother, with your work ethic and the respect you have for others. And, I want advice now, because now I'm trying to raise a good guy. I want a guy who's going to have that work ethic, have that honor, right? I teach my son now, a deal's a deal, right? You don't break your deals. So what really did your mom and dad do growing up to cultivate this? And
well, first of all, welcome home. All right.
Yes, right.
It all started right here.
It did.
You won the Apprentice in this building. You did a lot of. You lived in this building. You did a lot of great things in this building. Obviously, took on Chicago in this building.
Yeah.
I was working in a cubicle at the time. It is hard to believe it's 20 years ago. It's amazing. But listen, the key question is, I think it's the thing that my father and mother did best in life was us. And, we were spoiled. We grew up in Trump Tower.
Yeah.
But we never got everything we wanted or even close. Like, if we wanted a new toy, congratulations, you worked for it. I started working on our company construction sites when I was 11 years old. Yeah. And I spent a summer cutting rebar with acetylene torches. I spent summers running electrical conduit and doing concrete work, doing masonry work, everything you can possibly imagine, HVAC, chainsaws, cutting down trees, running backhoes and bulldozers and everything else. And, we believed that. And by the way, we were making minimum wage. We were literally working for stonemasons and stuff that worked, for kind of a little construction company
Greg
that we
Cuneo.
have. And Greg Cuneo, he's still a dear friend to this day. And,
yeah, I love Greg.
But we were put on, and it did a couple things. First of all, it taught us the value of a dollar. Because if you get there at 7 o'clock in the morning on a construction site and you bust your butt all day, by the time it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the last thing you're going to do is go drinking and partying. First of all, you don't have the energy for it. Second of all, you're not going to spend the money on it because you know what it takes to work minimum wage and the amount of effort. You're certainly not going to go blow that on drugs and drinking. And then third of all, it kind of taught us the foundations for a business, which is obviously construction and dealing with people and contractors and everything else. And it's truly been one of the most invaluable things in my life. But it also, I think, taught you kind of self-respect. And so I think what I'd say, I'm struggling with the same thing. I've got a 6-year-old, I've got a 4-year-old, and, they have every opportunity to go awry. Frankly, I think it's almost harder when you kind of grow up in that, very cushy, cozy lifestyle. And
they don't know what a commercial airport looks like.
No, 100%. And, I do everything I can to try and keep my kids away from that. And it's hard. It's a struggle. It's something I struggle with every single day. But I get my kids out dirt biking. And I love that. When they fall off the dirt bike, it's not like you're proud as a parent, but it's, it's okay. It's okay that you got a little cut up. This is life. You're going to get knocked around in life. We get knocked around every single day and, stand up, get back on and keep going. And it's the one thing I hope I can instill as well as my parents instilled that in me, because it's, they just crush work ethic into us as family.
Well, and they weren't trying to be your best friend. I think that's the